In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace your windshield washer reservoir on your Kia Soul. It's located behind your front bumper. Using a 21mm socket, we're going to take off our wheel. Sometimes the wheels get stuck and you gotta hit them with a rubber mallet to get them off, like that. We're gonna take out these 3 grommets, and then we're gonna go underneath and take out a couple under there. Using a Phillips head bit on my drill, we can take these 3 out. Now let's go underneath. Let's take out these 2 on the bottom. Sometimes you gotta put pressure on it in order to get that center part out. Now you can peel that away. Now we can peel this away and just tuck it behind your wheel. Before beginning, you can make a mark on which line is which by just using a crayon on the new one and a crayon on the old line. I'm going to remove this pump part of the washer reservoir so we can drain out the washer fluid. You could also just take the hoses off and let it drain slowly, but this is another way of doing it. A little quicker. Our pump is broken, but this is the connector, and you're going to disconnect it like that. This whole thing should be one piece. And now we're going to take these lines out of here. Disconnect it from here as well. I have my yellow mark for which side it goes on. Again, that piece goes in here, so don't worry about the fact that it's not in there anymore. And I'm just going to disconnect these. And up here. Take it out of the holes that are in the actual reservoir itself. I'm just squeezing in on it and then pulling it out. Sometimes you need a trim tool. Disconnect that. And you can just move that off to the side. And now we're going to take out these 2 bolts holding the container to the car. I'm going to start with this top one. I'm using a 10mm socket. And then we're going to go for this one. Now we're just going to pull it sideways and then down. Tilt it down a little bit, and then we're going to use some needle nose and squeeze those 2 ears and push out that wiring harness. that. And it should drop right out. To install, we're going to get this thing ready. First thing I'm going to do is put this wiring harness back in here. Push that through. We're going to slide this guy through the little screw head that's poking out. Once you slide that in, we're going to put our 2 bolts, this one and this one. I'm going to start with this one on the top. And we'll do this one too. Tighten it up. Just make sure it's tight. Next, let's put our lines in. Put that one there. Someone else put some lines on these. That's helpful. Just feed it through, follow where it goes. And then I'm going to look for my yellow line, which is right there. Wipe off my yellow mark. Push it on. Push the other one on. Put your wire connector grommet back in both places and plug it in. Now you can put your fender liner back and test out the functionality. I've got to line things up. Tuck it in where it needs to be. I'm gonna kind of hunt for that hole over here. There it is, and I'm gonna put my fastener in there. Once you get that in place, it makes it a little easier. And now we're going to go for this one. Just right there. And now we'll do this one here. Make sure you push this in so that this lip on the bumper is on top of it. Things should line up nicely now. You can put your plastic grommet here. Make sure everything lines up underneath and put your plastic grommets in. There's only 2 of them. Going to install our wheel. Start your lug nuts by hand. You're going to tighten up the lug nuts in a star-like pattern. Starting at the bottom, you're going to walk the wheel on. Using a 21mm socket, we're going to torque our wheels to 80 foot-pounds in a star-like pattern. Take your cap off and fill it up. You can fill it all the way up to the top. It's usually about a gallon's worth. Put your cap back on when it's full. Get in your vehicle and test it out.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.